Well, hello. It's Rodney Yett, and I know there was a bit of a delay there because I was trying to get the lens cap open. But we're back at the Mangone job, and I noticed that in the syllabus that we have a section, and I think it was last week, about insulation, thermal protection and insulation. And so I'm going to just briefly show you the insulation part of this job. It just got insulated. Behind this wall, this is shear wall on the inside, and if you ask me about it, I'll tell you about shear wall and the significance of it. It's a specific thing, sheared walls. Because it's on the inside, we had to insulate from the outside and then sheet. But here's our unfaced bats. R13, might be R15, that we can do, and actually, yeah, that we can do in virtually any wall. We did a 3.5-inch rigid insulation on the roof here for a vaulted ceiling. You can see the rigid up in there. This ceiling's vaulted with 3.5 inches of rigid insulation on top, furred out, and then you see the rigid insulation there. And then we exercised an option and did a unfaced bat installation in all of our interior walls, which I recommend it always as an option because it's cheap for what you get. You get sound transfer, sound dampening, and you get a warmer and cooler home when it's needed. So here's all our unfaced bats. This is attic ceiling, crawl space accessed attic ceiling is all batted. These exterior walls are all batted. We took off, this was a patch in, we took off drywall here to expose the interior so we could get insulation on those walls. Our bathroom insulated, closet insulated, bedroom completely insulated, and of course the ceiling above us is insulated. There's just a bit of a patchwork to be done there, but you can see the insulation in the ceiling, and you see the insulation nice and tight around all the walls, and all the spaces around the windows and doors are foamed with an open cell foam insulation, so no air can get through there. Now let's go see some of the interesting parts, like the isonine, or open cell foam. This goes in 2 parts, and then it foams out and hardens, and it's screeded or scraped in some cases, so it's not proud of the ceiling joists. But or rafters in this case, because we have a vaulted ceiling, rafters, and then a roof above with no insulation, we can insulate down here and not have to insulate the rafter base. So this is what isonine looks like. This is our, I think I breathed some sawdust. These are our foam around our doors. All our openings are foamed. All our insulation is nice and tight, and all the stud bays. This is another stud wall. Another shear wall. They get shear panel, and then insulation on this side, and then into the master. Let's look at the master bath. Skylight well is all insulated. Bath walls, interior walls insulated. Like I said, we opted for that option. I know you probably can't see in here. That's a niche for the master shower. And now here's our other piece of isonine. Well, we have a vaulted ceiling, and if we hadn't done it, if we hadn't insulated like this, and we'd done a regular bat insulation, we would have had to vent at the ridge and vent at the eave every rafter bay for air movement. And we don't have to do that. That's kind of a hassle, and you're just creating more holes in the building to let stuff in by using this isonine material, which is an open cell foam. And it does the job, I'm telling you. This sound dampening is done so well in here. Here's that wired smoke detector we moved for the inspector because he saw it was closer than 3 feet to that register. It's been done. Okay, so you've seen the insulation. I'm going to just walk you to the last place you can see some insulation. See it here in the garage. That's the utility room wall. There's the contiguous wall to the office garage. We've got bad insulation up in this attic, which gets a fire rated door to access it. And then we'll go out and walk over to the utility room, which now has doors on it, which is fantastic. I love it. And they're locked, of course. And there's a key somewhere. Okay. I want to show you the inside of the utility room, so then I can say I've shown you every part that's been insulated. Oh, darn it. Okay, key's down here. So, suffice to say, it's insulated, and because it's a vaulted lid, it's also isonine. I may show it to you.